It's Week 15 of the NFL, and all eyes are on Jamison Williams. Always staying busy, he's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the Cowboys and the Giants. All that and more coming up next.
Well, it's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the New York Giants. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And the offense, my goodness, over 50 points in the win last weekend. When you do that, you're not going to lose very many games, maybe not any games.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kayvon Thibodeau. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
So here come the Cowboys onto the field with excellent position to get things started. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year of the NFL now.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know what else is having fun? Receivers. Because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, and that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards. On 2nd down, it's Stroud. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Geno now to throw. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races. 2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
The numbers for Williams a week ago. What a ball game. 4 receiving touchdowns.
And he's not just a specialty guy either. They went to him when they were in the red zone. They went to him when they weren't in the red zone. They went to him anytime they could for obvious reasons.
Stroud looking to throw. That's caught left side by Hardman. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Dallas.
Stroud. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's the second down at 6. Now Stroud. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. In motion right, that's Hardman. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Stroud out of the gun here. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Christian Watson from 19 yards away. And the Cowboys lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And New York set to take the field. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Right back to Swift again on second down. He takes this for 3 to the 29. You look at this Cowboy defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And here's a handoff out of the gun. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards. 1st down, Dallas.
Stroud working out of the gun. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap to Stroud. This is the tight end fan. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Stroud will run the option left. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumbled, recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Spiller will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense can miss too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was Isaiah Spiller capping things off with a touchdown run. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Forced out to his left. And Winston lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Second down, Winston. Smith and Jigba with the grab. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. On the option to give to Swift here. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the Giants with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep here in MetLife Stadium. Meanwhile, Winston's this throw finds Smith and Jigba. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, Winston. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
21-0 our score after 1.
Giants nothing.
Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. As they've got it as we resume action. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
Here's Swift. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into that deficit. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Throwing now is Stroud. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. The Cowboys had 6 and 7, a game under 500 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And let's remember that last week that this offense, they played about as well as they possibly could play. Touchdown after touchdown. They were absolutely unstoppable in that game. They'll be hard-pressed to do it again, repeat that type of performance. But, boy, were they sensational just a week ago.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Here's Stroud. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 21. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Sensational he was last week, over 200 yards. And the simple quote that we saw this week was, keep him in front of us. They're going to have to do that.
And when they say that, it means tackling him after the catch. Because once he makes the catch, you may catch it in front. But if you don't tackle him, he's behind you at that point, and that's how he racks up the big yardage.
40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Stroud to throw it. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And Stroud now to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cowboys have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
On play action, Winston. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. He really tried to thread that down the seam.
Yeah, he tried to rip that one, didn't he? But a throw with that velocity, necessary when you're trying to hit a quick hitter like that one. Timing execution has to be perfect. Unfortunately for him, that one fell to the ground.
And he will have a Cowboys first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 8-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Looking to throw. Stroud. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Preston Smith from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
Traditionally, as a defense, your #1 job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
This fielded right at the goal line. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, Winston. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he'll wind up picking up about 4, as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Dallas.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. Finding room at midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Cowboy 1st down.
Stroud looking to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 37-yard line.
Stroud. That is taken in by the tight end Finn. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Stroud will look to throw once more. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Winston now after the fumble recovery. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Keon White in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We get things started up at FedEx Field. Atlanta making the trek north to take on Washington. And that one tied 14 apiece in the 2nd quarter. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Chargers. Christian Kirk, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting Jaguars. A touchdown run for Najee Harris. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. As we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. On first down, here's Stroud. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
After the interception, here's Smith. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight, planted their feet, and forced the incompletion on first down.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Throwing on third down, Smith. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. This one from 46 yards out. Santos' kick is up and through, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, it's Stroud. This is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jamison Williams, 30 yards. And the Cowboys are able to stretch out their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it. Pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Giants 10.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9.
At the 42-yard line.
Once again, it's Swift. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Now Geno on 1st down. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Smith. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And 3rd and 8 now.
3rd and 8.
Throwing now is Geno. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Cowboys' 10-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now, he's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
Santos with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Cowboys 38, Giants 17.
Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. C.J. Stroud and the offense back out there. He continues to just torch this defense. Perfect on the last drive, including his 4th touchdown pass of the game.
Similar to hitters that are in that great zone in baseball, and they say the ball looks bigger when it's approaching the plate and they're smacking it around. I think for him, the windows to throw into are wide open. Doesn't matter whether they're tight or not. He feels like it's wide open, puts it in there. 4 touchdown passes. He thinks he's going to throw a whole lot more before this one's over.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing now is Stroud. And that will be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Pulled in at the 24. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Swift. Shoves him aside. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 89 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Keon White picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
3rd and long, it's Smith. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the 1st as he's dropped at the 46. That one good for only 6, and it leaves them with a 4th down. Well, the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
At the 26-yard line.
Here's Stroud. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Smith's throw complete there to Smith. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Cowboys' 24-yard line.
Now Smith. Over the middle into the hands of Burks. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Smith. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
A 38-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
And he fires one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Stroud now on 2nd down. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
4 yards on the pickup.
2nd down and 6 now. Hands it off out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 8. And Stroud now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Stroud looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jamison Williams, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Smith now to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Geno now to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Giants' first down as they get it rather easily there. A gain of 9 on 4th and 3. To the air again, Smith. Now they go screen. It's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Back to throw, Smith. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. So the 4th down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40. Now it's Smith. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing is Smith. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
26-yard line.
To throw is Smith. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Make it an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Smith. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So here's a 3rd and 14. From the gun, here's Smith. And a is here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts, not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. This is 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and getting them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Now Smith finds his target. It's Swift along the sideline. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Smith. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Smith and Jigba hauling it in on the out route. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to jump that number up a little bit higher.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from MetLife Stadium.